Hi everybody, welcome back to The Angel Podcast, where heaven's little messengers read your letters and tell you what God says in His Word. Today, we have a big one, a grown-up question with a heavenly answer. It's about giving, tithing, offerings, and the heart behind it all. And don't worry, this isn't about shaming anybody. It's about learning what God showed us in His own book. Let's open the scroll together. Then wrought Bezaleel and Aholiab, and every wise-hearted man, in whom the Lord put wisdom and understanding. And they received of Moses all the offering, and they brought yet unto him free offerings every morning. And they spake unto Moses, saying, The people bring much more than enough. And Moses gave commandment, saying, Let neither man nor woman make any more work, for the offerings they had were sufficient and even too much. Did you hear that? The people gave and gave some more, and then God said, That's enough. Stop now. Because heaven's pattern is simple. 1. God stirs the heart. Not guilt, not pressure, not manipulation. The Bible says, Everyone whose heart stirred him up came to do the work. The Spirit calls, the heart responds, and giving becomes worship, not obligation. 2. When the need is met, the asking stops. God did not allow the leaders to keep collecting, not to build a bank account, not to build an empire, not to hoard. He literally commanded, Tell the people to stop giving, because the resources they received was sufficient and too much. This is God's model. This is heaven's math. This is the Father's heart. Today, and some churches have millions, some have billions, and still say, we need more, never enough. But that is not the pattern God gave Israel. That is not the heart of the Father. In God's kingdom, hoarding is not holy. Poverty is not a fundraising strategy, and the poor were never meant to carry the weight of the rich. Jesus told the Pharisees they devoured widows' houses and still pretended to be righteous. Family, if God said enough in Moses' day, He hasn't changed. His part is so beautiful. When Moses stopped the offerings, the people were actually given rest. Because when the heart is stirred by God, people want to keep giving and giving. So God said, They've done well, let them rest now. He protected them, He honoured them, He spared them from a burden. That's the Father. Give when the Spirit stirs you. Give from the heart. Give because you love God, not because someone pressures you. And if you're in a place where the leaders never say enough, and the storage barns are already full, ask the Lord if He wants you to give somewhere else, some place where your giving becomes love instead of weight, where it becomes worship instead of taxation, where the needs are real and the glory belongs to God, not men. If you're a pastor or leader listening, this isn't condemnation. This is invitation. God's model was simple. Wisdom from Him, offerings from stirred hearts, and stopping when the work is complete. That is the sanctuary model from heaven, and when the church honours heaven's pattern, revival grows, trust grows, and giving becomes a river again. May the Lord give you wisdom, the wisdom He gave those wise-hearted men. May He stir your heart with joy, not pressure. And may you know that the God of Exodus 36 is still the God who sees, still the God who provides, and still the God who says, My people have given enough, let them rest. See you next time, family, here on The Angel Podcast, where heaven still speaks and the children of God still listen.